Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hardcore Fab YouTube channel. I'm Anthony Bronner, and today we are making progress on the Vette Kart. What's up everyone? As you can see from these pictures, the ass end of the Vette Kart is pretty much done. So I started out by bending up a pretty cool looking back bumper, and then I put in a seatbelt bar and tied it in with some bars going down along the side of where the trunk area is going to be, and kind of enclosed all that in before going ahead and getting some pieces up there on the sides for a quarter. Down bars were next, coming off the B-pillars. Got both of those in, and then worked on some quarter bars that come off the door jamb area back to the top of the hip, and then put in some top bars for the doors. And that part's the part that I want to show you a little bit more in depth, because it's my own design and I don't think you'll see that too often many places. I've never really seen it before, so this gives you a little better idea of what it looks like and how it all plays out. So that finishes up all the machine work. So I wanted to show you guys what it is that I've done here so you can see how it all plays together and how it's going to work before I weld it up. On the end of each tube, I cut a slot in with the mill, and then I also have got a couple holes bored on both sides. And the way this is going to work is we've got this piece of DOM here that we drilled and tapped, and then it's got the bolt sticking out, and it will stick up through this slot and be able to slide in and out and engage into our other piece of tube on that end and create the latch. So on the back side of that, we're going to need a spring to be spring loaded to help push that out and forward, and then the spring needs something to go up against, so this piece of plate comes into play here and it goes inside the tube there, and that's what gets plug welded into the side. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but pretty effective in the end. Alright, so there we have it. We've got the slug welded in there and plug welded and then ground off, so once it's all painted and everything, nobody will even be able to know that there's anything in there. We're taking the spring, placing it just inside there real quick. We capped off the end of this so that we can slide it in there, and the spring has something to go against on that end. And then I've got it set to where it's always got a little bit of tension on it, so I'm going to push it in a little bit and we can thread a bolt in here. We're going to change the bolt out for something cool later, but for now, just to keep it in there. There we go. We have a working latch system. And you can see there now it's engaged into the other end of that tube. And then with the other end notched and ready to be welded, once that's welded, we can come in through here somewhere and put in a hinge, and then it's going to have a suicide door. So you just reach up there and grab that bolt and the whole thing will open up. So that kind of gives you a ballpark idea of what I had going on in my mind for some sidelines there. And then get along the front here and you can kind of see a front profile. Kind of goes right down the side and ties into everything. I do have another bar right off the front here that's going to come up and kind of go down the side of the car, and another one comes off the bottom and around, and that's going to make the rest of the door. And then I'll put some panels in there and stuff to kind of cover that all up, keep the road grime and stuff off while we're running down the highway or whatever. But unfortunately, I put more tube on this than I figured I was going to begin with, and I am out of tube. So now I'm sitting here with almost a 2-week wait, waiting to get more material to be able to finish it up. So in the meantime, I was gonna put some little pieces here and there of some stub bars to kind of tie some things together, and there's some more welding that needs done, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some tabs and some brackets on here and there where they need to be. Besides that, that's really about all I can do. So there's a couple other little projects that I thought would be pretty cool. Might go ahead and work on some of those and bring you some of those for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll get back on this and get her finished up.